Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best miter saws.
Starting at number 5.
DeWalt 12-inch. This miter saw makes cuts from 0 to 48 degrees to the left, and up to 3 degrees to the right. Limiting the miter cutting to just the left side allows a beginner woodworker to create consistent cuts while learning how to adjust angles. There are 14 preset angles to choose from, or you can customize the angle for your project. This saw also makes a bevel cut up to 48 degrees to the left only. The cutting capacity for this compound miter saw is up to 2 by 8 inches on a crosscut and up to 2 by 6 inches when cutting at 45 degrees. It doesn't have a sliding feature, so that limits the thickness of material you can cut with this best miter saw. One nice benefit is that it has a tall fence, so you can cut trim boards up to 5.5 inches vertically. This flexibility is nice for the beginner who is just learning how to measure, cut, and fit miter cut boards to install trim or crown molding.
Coming at number 4.
Makita LS0815F Slide. A compound miter saw is the best choice if you are going to be frequently cutting various sizes and angles of wood, and the best compound miter saw is the Makita LS0815F Slide Compound Miter Saw. It can cut pieces of wood up to 12 inches wide at 90 degrees, allowing you to tackle larger DIY projects. At just 31 pounds, it's less than half the weight of some of the other miter saws on this list. This lighter weight makes it easier for a beginner or DIYer to use at home, and pros will also appreciate that it's easier to transport to a job site. Despite being smaller, it's still a powerful compound sliding miter saw. It has a maximum speed of 5,000 PRM, the highest speed on our list of best miter saws. It has a lot of flexibility and can cut miter angles from 50 degrees to the left and up to 60 degrees to the right. There are preset miter stops at 15 degrees, 22.5 degrees, 31.6 degrees, 45 degrees, and 50 degrees.
At number 3.
Milwaukee 6955-20. Serious woodworkers and professional carpenters should consider investing in this heavy-duty compound sliding dual bevel miter saw. Not only can it make a variety of different cuts, it also has a fine adjust feature as well as built-in work lights. It is one of the most versatile miter saws on our list because it has the ability to make a wide range of miter cuts from 55 degrees to the left and 60 degrees to the right. It also has a digital readout of the miter angle so that you can accurately repeat angled cuts without worrying that anything has shifted between cuts. If you're into fine detail woodworking, this miter saw has a fine adjust feature that lets you override the preset detents so you can dial in a precise angle. Another standout feature of this miter saw is the dual built-in work lights that illuminate the material you're working with and the cut line from two sides. This feature eliminates the need to set up a separate work light in the area.
Number 2 of my list.
Genesis GMS 1015 LC15. Homeowners who want to periodically do home improvement projects themselves, such as installing baseboard molding, but don't frequently do woodworking projects will want to take note of this best miter saw. This compound miter saw is drastically less expensive than other more professional grade products on the market, but it still has the basic functions you need for occasional DIY projects. It comes with a 10-inch saw blade and can make precise miter cuts up to 45 degrees to the right or left. For convenience, there are 9 position stops at frequently used angles. This miter saw can also make bevel cuts up to 45 degrees on the left. Note that this budget-friendly miter saw does not rotate to make bevel cuts to the right. One feature that is especially nice for beginners is the laser light that acts as a cutting guide. Additionally, this miter saw only weighs 24 pounds, making it easy to transport if you want to cut boards near your project area.
And number 1.
Bosch GCM12 SD15. Our pick for the best overall miter saw is the Bosch GCM12 SD15 amp 12-inch corded dual bevel sliding glide miter saw. It is a compound sliding miter saw that can make bevel cuts from 0 to 47 degrees to the right or left, making it useful for a variety of projects like making custom frames or making a farmhouse bench. There are bevel detents at 0, 33.9, and 45 degrees on both sides, so you can quickly set up your work for the most frequently used angles. This ambidextrous orientation is beneficial because it gives you more flexibility to complete projects and makes the saw more comfortable whether you are left or right-handed. This best miter saw comes with a 12-inch, 60-tooth saw blade. The sliding feature creates smooth cuts, even for wide pieces of wood. Compared to a traditional rail setup, this sliding miter saw doesn't take up as much workspace. One feature that makes working with this best miter saw a little easier is the square lock quick release fence, which aligns the material at 90 degrees to the saw's surface.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.